Tax-Lien Solutions.
Yeah.
Hey everyone, this is Ray here with Tax-Lien Solutions and Wholesale Land and Homes. And today I just want to talk to you guys about the power of investing in tax liens. Like with anything else, especially in real estate, there's always pros and cons, right? So I would like to talk about some of the cons, at least two of the cons of investing in tax liens. So the first one is that to invest in tax liens, it does require capital, right? So, and the reason I say that is because when you invest and you purchase a tax lien, right? You don't have any real legal action to do anything about getting your money back for at least 3 years. So if you purchase a tax lien, you have to understand that not only is it going to take money, but it's also going to mean that your money is going to be parked, okay, for at least 3 years, okay, before you can do anything. Now, the homeowner can redeem you, right, which means you get your money sooner, but that is something that is pretty much outside of your control. In order for you to be able to have control, you have to understand that it's going to take at least 3 years before you yourself can do anything about getting that money back, okay? So a second con is that, let's say that it's been 3 years, you start the foreclosure process, right? And there's people living at the property. So they find out that they're getting foreclosed on, and of course it gets them upset. They don't have the money to redeem the property, so out of anger, they end up destroying the property, okay? They make holes in the walls, they simply just destroy it. So that's one course of action that people can take. The other one is they simply decide to just abandon the property, okay? And when they do that, well, the property becomes vacant. So in this particular case of this property here, it was vacant for about 2 years, which it opened up the opportunity for people to come in and vandalize the property. So as you can tell from the property here, there's holes in the walls, they took the air conditioning here, they took off that door, cabinets are missing doors, holes in the doors. So it's in a pretty bad shape, okay? But after that, you would think, well, why would I want to invest in a tax lien and end up with a property that looks like this? Well, here's the pro. It's the purchasing power that you have, okay? So I'm gonna do some quick math here. This property has property taxes for less than $1,000 a year, okay? So that's just gonna round it up to 1,000, make things simple. So the first year you buy the tax lien, you're invested 1,000. Then you buy the second year, and then you buy the third year. So you're now $3,000 invested, okay? Now, 3 years have gone by, so you now have the right to foreclose on this property. So you start the foreclosure process, which is gonna cost you, about $3,000. So you're now invested $6,000, okay? Then you now end up with the property, okay? So for $6,000, you basically ended up with this property. Now this property is actually, believe it or not, cleaner than it was before. So we spent about another 1,000 or so to come in and just minor clean up, and especially on the landscaping. So even then, let's say you're invested into this property for $7,000, okay? Now, is the property worth more than $7,000? Heck yeah, it is, right? So the potential of making money is great, because remember, in real estate, you make money not when you sell, but when you buy, right? So, this property just went under contract today for $58,000 cash, okay? So you guys do the math. So that's one of the obvious pros. The second pro is that your exit strategies are amazing, right? Now, you're invested into it for little. So you have the option of one, investing more money into it, turning it into a entry-level, rental property. And it's not going to take very long before you get all of your investment back, but then you now have a forever cash property that's going to be creating passive income for you. The second option that you have is that you can also do creative financing, where you finance the property to an individual, okay? So you can finance, you can offer $15,000 down and sell the property for $60,000, okay? So you get your $15,000, you basically recouped all your money on day one with a little bit of extra cash, and you now are receiving passive income from this property. Now, it may only be for 10 years, maybe for 15 years, depending on the length of your note, but it's passive income. So that's another positive, right? So if you guys would like to learn more about how to invest in tax liens, if you have an idea, or if you just really want to work with the pros that are already doing it, visit us at www.getreturnsonrealestate.com. All right, guys? So remember the power of investing in tax liens. go to www.getreturnsonrealestate.com. Thank you.
Tax-Lien Solutions.